This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, Bruce.
Jody, how are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
Well, I'm a little sweaty, and it's
Oh.
been a busy morning. I've decided to redo the studio, move things around. So,
Okay.
we're doing this on Zoom, so you can see that the
Yeah.
studio is.
I was a little curious what was going on. Yeah, I was like,
yes.
what happened?
So I'm sitting in this weird corner with like the garage doors behind me and all of that, and I didn't realize. I guess I had forgotten how much of an undertaking it would be to move things around.
Yeah,
and do all
completely
of that.
rearranging your office space. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm realizing now that now that I'm in my 40s, before I do anything, I need to be stretching. I need to be warming up to move couches and desks.
Sometimes I gotta stretch before I go to bed, just to, like make sure I'm not gonna
wake up in pain.
Wake up in pain. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been one of those days. Slowly but surely, it's getting done. It's coming together. It doesn't look like it from here, where you can.
Oh
see
yeah, you got to create the chaos and then put it back together again.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to just change up the room every once in a while. I've been thinking about doing that in my living room, just swapping like the walls, like the TV on a different wall. But
it's nice to shake it up.
You gotta shake it up once in a while.
Yeah. So how's life?
Things are good. Things are good. Yeah. It seems like the holidays are like almost here. Like
yes.
Like all the Christmas decorations are everywhere. I've seen people with Christmas lights on their houses and stuff already. And it's still so weird for me here being in Portland because there's no snow anywhere.
Right.
So the holiday, even though I was in Vegas before, like I don't know, it throws me off. Like I'm like, wait, why are there Christmas lights and it's still green everywhere?
It is a strange feeling, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm, trying to get into the spirit of things. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the holidays this year, but
it is a different kind of holiday this year. It's last year was we were deep in the pandemic. Things were unknown, and traveling was not something we were doing much of. And now this year, a lot of people are vaccinated and ready to get back out in the world and all that good stuff. And it's different. So it's like, what do you do? Do you just rush back out and go take those trips and go see family?
Go back and see mom and dad or whatever. Right. I'm actually not probably going anywhere again this year. Retail stuff and with bearskin stuff, it's hard to travel during these times because we're so busy.
Right.
So it'll probably be, like a Friendsgiving type thing.
Nice.
Or, what is the Christmassy one? Like, I'm trying to remember. It was like Wayward Elves or I don't know, something like that. But just doing things with friends locally, the people that, I've been kind of hanging out with already. And,
right.
Just celebrating that way. Maybe do some Zoom calls with the fam that's further away. But it's definitely better than last year's holiday because actually doing stuff, but not quite the full shebang yet.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna have family get together, and it's gonna be a small thing, and we're just gonna it's this whole time we've got family right down the street, so we all just kind of get together and do our thing, and it's going to be a lot of that. It's also the week of Thanksgiving, Black Friday, obviously a very busy week, and just focusing on everything around that. The week of shopping. So if you're listening to this and you're planning to get out there and shop and do all of that, go to bearskin.com and buy yourself some products and check out all the sales and deals on chubster.com. There is actually finally a sales and deals section on Chubster, and it breaks down the latest sales deals and promotions from brands that carry extended size clothing and other products that big folks probably need. So
I'm definitely got my eye on a couple of things. I still do. I really do want to try and get one of those. I always say it wrong. Alante shoes.
Oh, Adelante, yes.
Adelante. Yeah, I got to check those out. Yeah,
Yes.
get on board. I really
Yeah.
like those.
So we just did a photo shoot and an article for Adelante last week that talks about their new formal collection. Now, Adelante, if you haven't heard of them, they are a shoe brand that is they're socially conscious and they are sustainable, and they offer sizes to 17 and 5E width. So
Yeah,
E,
that's crazy.
and yes. And so I have a wide foot, which I've talked about many times here. Yeah. So finding a shoe that actually fits is not easy. And the cool thing about Adelante is not only all of that awesome stuff that I just mentioned, but also they handcraft each pair of shoes. They have a craftsman in Guatemala that actually makes the shoes that you order. And when you order them, whether it's something from the formal collection, or I've got a pair of their boots as well, and their boots they're really kick-ass. They're awesome. They have boots, shoes, they have all kinds of different things, and it's all like really high quality leather. Once you order them, you get an email, and it's an introduction to the person who is making your shoe.
See, that's the cool. I really like that. I think that's cool.
So this time around for my shoe, it was a gentleman named Hyro, and he went through the entire process. There's a video that where he tells his story, talks about his experience. He's been a shoemaker for 10 years, comes from a long line of shoemakers, and just kind of talks about that. And you get to go through that process, and they talk about how they're made, shows them working on shoes, kind of all that stuff. So you have a connection to the person who is actually making your product that you don't normally get. I mean, if you buy a Nike or anything, if you buy anything really, you generally don't know who made it. No idea who made my iPhone. So it's things like that.
It's kind of cool because you get a little bit more of a connection.
You do,
and it's like makes it more more special.
It does.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and the shoes they're made to last for life. If you take care of them, they will last. And the best part about it was when the box got here and I opened it, was that like new leather smell.
Oh yeah, real leather. Yeah.
So good. And they still have that, because after I wear them, I clean them off and put them back in the
box.
Yeah. And they also sent along, they made a little wallet to go with it. So it's like this, for your cards and things like that.
Okay.
It's really cool, and they also do this thing where there's a specific like quality of life line that they look at when paying the people that work for them in Guatemala, and it's they pay above the cost of living, so that people who work for this company are living comfortably. They're able to have more comfortable lives, earn what they should earn for the work that they're doing in the country that they're in, which is not something that you see companies doing all the time. And so they really specifically focus on a lot of these kinds of things, just to make sure that the experience from start to finish for the customer and for the people that they work with that make the shoes, that it's good for everybody. So all of that aside, the shoes actually do fit. They feel comfortable. They've got memory foam in them. So not only do they fit my wide foot, I've got a 4E width. So, it's having a shoe that actually fits my foot, that I can walk around in all day and still be comfortable in. That was pretty big. And so I would say, check it out. There are pictures at Chubster with me wearing them, so you can kind of see what the shoes look like. There are 2 articles. So there's one from last year with the boots, but the new one is up right now, and you'll see it on the website. And if you think you need a new pair of high-end fancy shoes, get them now, because they're doing a sale for Black Friday week, and you don't want to miss that.
Yeah, well, I better get on it myself.
Yes.
Well, I'm already a little thirsty.
Yes. What do you have this week?
So I have one of my all-time favorites, Black Butte Porter, from
Yes.
Deschutes Brewery. It's finally actually like cold here in Portland. Like I think it's like 47, 37. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
cold this morning when I woke up. So
Yeah.
I decided I can break open the dark beer, and this is one of my favorites, and I haven't had it in a while. So
Nice.
I get it quite a bit. It's quite a bit stronger because it's a dark one.
Right.
I don't know if it says on here. I've talked about it before. Oh, I guess it's only 5.5. I thought this was a stronger one, but
Well,
it's
hey,
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
As you can, if you follow me on Untapped at all, where we keep track of the beers, you'll see I check in with that one quite a bit.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes.
Maybe I don't check in quite as often as I'm actually drinking it, because I try to just check in on the new ones. But
yeah,
it's definitely one of my favorites.
It's good to have a beer that you like and be able to come back to that. So I definitely appreciate that. And
smooth dark coffee, chocolate. Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Nice. Well, now you've inspired me, and I need to take a drink of my beer. But before I jump into the beer, I do want to shout out another drink that is a non-alcoholic drink that I can't get enough of. It is so there's all these LaCroix as well. There's some off brands as well, and our friends at Kroger, they make the Fizz and Co. seltzer, and it's basically like Dr. Pepper without the sweetness.
Ooh.
And it's phenomenal. Like I didn't think that I would like the taste of Dr. Pepper with no sugar, like no sweetness.
Yeah,
but it's great. I love this because you get everything you love about it. But that's
without all the sugar.
Yes.
Nice.
And so I've been all about those. They're great.
Does it say like Dr. Pepper flavor, or what?
It says, I don't think they can say Dr. Pepper, so they say with a hint of the doctor flavor.
Okay,
so,
I was gonna say just the doctor.
Yeah, so there we go. So if you're into any of that kind of thing, check that out. Fizz and Co. seltzers. They also have a root beer, which is not, for me, I didn't like it as much because I do feel like the root beer one needed sweetness to work. This one does not, but personal preference.
Did we ever do that Not Your Father's root beer?
I feel like we did a long time ago.
Okay, because I was like, ooh, that just reminded me of that like alcoholic root beer stuff that is amazing, like for root beer floats and stuff.
Yes. This is, I was really impressed. Yes. So my beer this week is the Anderson Valley Winter Solstice Seasonal Ale. So it's a winter warmer, and I was thinking of you when I broke this one out. It is pretty a pretty good seasonal beer. It's 6.9%, brilliantly clear, dark copper color with a dense tan head, caramelized, malty, and spicy aromas with of cinnamon, allspice, black currant, black licorice, pleasantly creamy with a silky body, sweet caramel flavor, hints of seasonal spices, and a clean malty finish. Let's see how
really good.
Yeah, let's see here.
Anderson Valley Brewing. I don't think I've had anything from them.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those winter warmers. It's all of that stuff. I definitely get the black licorice and that allspice.
Is it really black licorice? Like it's really strong with that. I don't always love that.
It kind of, you take a drink, it hits you for a second, and it goes away.
Okay.
This is absolutely something that I feel like I would pour in a glass and enjoy with a Christmas dinner or a holiday, Thanksgiving meal, something like that. It's not bad. I mean, it's not something I would drink a lot of. I would have one and be like, well, that was nice with my meal. So
that's kind of what those winter warmers are about, I think. Just kind of the one,
right?
You can drink as many as you would like responsibly,
right?
But I think those I typically am one and done.
Yeah,
they are normally a little bit higher in alcohol content, but they're
right,
full bodied and whatnot.
Yeah. Yes. So it's not bad. I feel like it's appropriate for this episode as well.
Yes.
So,
for the chilly day.
Yes.
So back to like Black Friday stuff. Are you doing any like Black Friday going out shopping this year? Are you going to
I
the stores and doing the thing you do from time to time?
I don't think so. I really that definitely it was a thing that I used to really enjoy. That since the last couple of years and everything is just not something that I really care about anymore.
Okay.
I don't feel like I need to be out there in line and have that shared experience,
Right.
which is not always great. I like it and I don't mind it. It in the past had more been about kind of going out, seeing what you could get, and enjoying being around a lot of people. Um, I don't feel like I want to be around a lot of people,
Yeah, right.
right now. So and all of these companies are really trying to make it so that you don't do that. I mean, so many Black Friday deals started a month ago.
Yeah.
They
If
were
they're even doing them, a lot of places aren't even really doing
right.
much for Black Friday.
Totally. So it's one of those things where I don't think I'm gonna go out and do that. I might try to go out and do something fun, maybe go out and do something with the family, or go, I don't know, just do something to kind of enjoy the day. But
Yeah.
I'm certainly not I'm not gonna be shopping, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Do
there's
they
something
do
amazing.
a zoo thing for the holiday? They do like zoo lights or something like that?
They do zoo lights. That's been a thing that they've done. I'm sure they're doing it this year.
Because I know they did something at the racetrack,
Yeah,
the whatever International Raceway thing. I remember
right.
seeing that the last couple of years.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
try and do something like that, just something fun.
yeah. So
You
there's
can
a whole
stay in your
thing.
car and just drive through and see all the craziness. Yeah.
Right, right. So yeah, something like that might be fun. We talked about going up the mountain to see snow, because to your point earlier, Portland generally does not get a lot of snow. I don't know. I was reading something where they're like, you're going to get snow this year, like you did last year. And I mean, we got some pretty rough, had a storm come through that shut everything down, but we'll see. I don't think it's not going to be until later in the year. So
yeah. Maybe I really want to drive up and actually see the Timberline Lodge or whatever.
have you been up in the?
No, like we never went to the lodge. Like I've been skiing,
Yeah,
but we never went to the famous Timberline Lodge or whatever.
It's really cool. If I remember correctly, they shot the outside of it for The Shining.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
and that's why I'm like, oh, I kind of want to go see it. And like,
it is really cool. It's really neat. And I think I had never been up a mountain in the winter until living out here and going up Mount Hood. And I went up with a friend, and just like that whole experience of just, number one, they do a great job of keeping those roads clean and clear.
Yeah.
And number two, just seeing all the snow packed up on the sides of the road.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So, yeah, it was pretty amazing. I definitely would recommend going up and checking it out. They also, if you're not into skiing and snowboarding, which I know you're
I'm
cool
okay with,
right?
I'm okay with, yeah.
They also have some pretty cool like sledding areas, and there's I think they call it Mount Hood Village that's up there. That's just like a cool little picturesque street, basically, that has the houses and shops and things like that along either side. That's really neat. I would like to go up and stay there. I think it'd be fun to go and stay and just be like snowed in for a week.
Oh, no thanks. I've lived that. I'm good.
Oh yeah. I guess that'll
the
do
novelty is not there for me on that part.
Yeah. I only did that for 1 year, so I feel like I could go back and enjoy it again.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, it's always funny when people talk about snow and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah,
I like it better like this, where I can go see it and come back.
Right.
I'm definitely more about that. Yeah. So I just kind of was wondering how people were going to be doing like holiday traditions, like how that kind of stuff's changed, and how people are going to maybe modify some of those holiday traditions this year. It's going to be interesting to see how that all is going to work out this year.
Yeah, it will. I feel like with us having a couple of years of not being able to be with family in the way that we wanted, or being able to celebrate, it's going to be interesting to see what people end up doing. It's also like, do you go into sometimes for a lot of us, especially if you're bigger people, you have family members that you don't necessarily want to see, you've gotten bigger, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so, grandma, thanks.
Yeah. How do you deal with that? Does that change? Do you care less? Do you speak up more? Do you let it flow off you? How do you handle that? So I don't know. I'm curious. I think a lot of people are going to look at things differently. It feels like people want to waste less of their time. So thinking about what's important to you, and for some people,
if it's not an enjoyable thing,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about, it's, we've always done this. Like,
right.
If it's really that unpleasant of a visit, like, you've got better things you can do. You can hang out with your chosen family and your friends, and or do something special for yourself, whatever that is, take a day trip to someplace cool and check it out. I'd be interested to know. So if the listeners out there can comment on some of the posts we've got, what are your holiday plans this year? I'd definitely like to know what people are up to. Anybody out there doing the Black Friday, doorbuster deals or anything like that, or anybody doing that? I haven't really seen much ads for those or anything. So but it's not my thing, so I never really look for that stuff. But
I think people are just going to be shopping online. I think that's going to be the big thing. And if you do shop online, friends, go to bearskin.com and chubster.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
The shipping delays are real.
Yep.
So shop early, shop now,
shop often. Is that often. It? Isn't that it? Yeah. That's right. That's right.
We got lots of new stuff at Bearskin. We got free gifts that we're gonna do for Black Friday. I think Black Friday is the day we're gonna do a free gift with purchase.
Oh, nice.
So definitely check that out.
Awesome.
We got some fun stuff. Crossing our fingers, everything runs smooth, knock on wood.
Absolutely. Right. Nice. Well, cool. Well, good.
Yeah, that's about all I'm really doing. I don't have big plans. Like, I think a little Friendsgiving on I think Thursday is when we're actually doing it, and I got to figure out what I need to bring, a little potluck sort of style thing. I like those. I really enjoy that. So
yeah,
got to figure out what I'm bringing.
Well, that'll be good. I hope that you enjoy your Thanksgiving week and Black Friday and all of that other stuff. And, I'm happy about the holidays, but it'd be nice when things slow down.
When it's over.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Bruce.
Thank you,
look
Jody.
Forward to hanging out again in a couple weeks.
Definitely.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your
podcasts.